I'm sorry if I sound dramatic, but I'm starting to think that's true. Hi, I'm Yuri, and if you don't know me, I basically quit my job to pursue... I didn't quit my job to pursue writing, but I quit my job and then I started to write, okay? I had this idea of a book, of a medieval themed book about a serf who's running away from its master and all of those shenanigans that he encounters on his way, and it's about freedom basically, and all the kinds of freedom, and about the real idea of the freedom of the man, okay? Anyway, and I've had this idea for a very long time, but it's always been something, okay? It's always been school, and then uni, and then work. And when my work became super toxic, I've talked about this in a video, I quit, and it literally started to affect my health. Like, my heart was hurting for a month before I quit, and my sleep was awful. I was super stressed, like, it was super bad, and the only logical thing to do for my health and for everything else was to quit. And at that point I had saved almost 10 months of living, like not to work, and I had to cut my expenses to a minimum basically. And it was winter, it was kind of cold here, and instead of like turning up the heater, I would just throw a blanket over me or something. And I did some research, and I did some more research, and I read a lot of papers and historical papers, I don't know what to call them, and I finished writing this book at the beginning of May, so it was like from November till May, with everything, like from day one to day finish, I don't know. So that was that, and I wrote it, I printed it in one format, and I gave it to a uni professor to look over it and tell me if it's good, okay, or tell me what should I change about it, okay. And it's been almost a month now. He was like, okay, I'm kind of busy this week, that was 3 weeks ago, and I was like, yeah, okay, sure, no problem, like, it's okay, like, you have a life too. But I still haven't heard a word from him, and I know he hasn't read it yet, but my time is very limited, so that's that. In parallel, I've also been editing my YouTube videos, and YouTube has been pulling some weird pranks on me, okay? Cause, like, let me give you an example, okay? So I made a video called A Day in My Life as a Newbie Writer, and I documented a day in my life. Cool. I put the title, I put the description, very descriptive of the thing that I did. I also added tags. Now guess, who did YouTube recommend this video to? To people who search Thai massage, or people who searched gardening tips, why my cat isn't behaving, or something like that. Like, literally no idea what's going on there, okay? And this has been happening for all of my videos. Like, I'm not saying my videos are like fallen from the sky, that good, like, no, I'm not saying that. But YouTube, please recommend those videos to an audience that would like to see that, and not to an investment company who for some reason is following me. A French investment company. Why? Why is YouTube recommending my videos to an investment company, a French investment company? I have no idea. On top of that, in January I had some weird pains in my tummy, and I've been to doctors, and if you know the medical system, it's not cheap, okay? It's expensive. And I've been to doctors from my own savings, and the doctors are like, we don't know what's wrong with you. I had my blood test, some scans, and like, everything looks normal. We don't know why you have pain in those random areas in your body. And like, I'm just YOLOing it at this point because no one knows, and I'm kinda sick of throwing away money to people who literally do not know what's going on. So that's that. Also, in the meantime, like, I no. Also, my favorite band, which is from Germany, is having a concert on my birthday. Like, I've been wanting to go to this concert for a while now, okay? And it's expensive, okay? It's expensive, and my budget doesn't allow this expense. But I found some treasure hunt powered by some IT company in my city. And I was like, okay, let's compete in this treasure hunt, which was today. And the reason why you see my face like this is because we didn't win. It was super sunny and the sun was shining in our faces, and of course I forgot sunscreen because of course I was super stressed last night and I slept like 5 hours. But that's on me, okay? That's not on the universe, that's on me. We did everything we could, but of course I was sad because my only chance to go to that concert was winning this treasure hunt. But that's that. I've been crying like an hour today, but I just did some dishes and listened to Sabaton, and I'm okay-ish now, I don't know. And on top of this, I also continued writing because I have a lot of ideas. Like, I really love writing. I've been writing my whole life basically. Making videos and writing were the top two passions since childhood, since I was a little child, okay? Like, you don't understand. And guess what? I've been writing some fairy tales, and because I'm sad here, my fairy tales are also sad. And I was like, okay, I cannot market this to children. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna say that are adults fairy tales, because they were kind of depressing, okay? It was about the human condition masked through some stories, and anyway. And my mother said, if you're gonna say that your stories are 18 plus, people are gonna think other things. And I was like, oh, yeah, she's right. People are gonna think other things, okay? And that's that also. And I've been super stressed about this because the only like I'm not gonna even talk about publishing houses, okay? I'm not gonna get into that topic because it's super hardcore. Like, I would have to wait almost half a year minimum to get approved, and I don't have that time, like financially, money wise. Yeah, and it is this fair, like medieval fair, I don't know if anyway, and I could sell those books there if I could print them myself, like the fairy tale book. But guess what? I would get my period then, and when I get my period, I think about me when I get my period, I cannot stand an entire day. Like, I would literally just collapse on the curb. Like, no, that's literally no way. And I've been super depressed lately, okay? Because literally all of my dreams seems to be crumbling down, and I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Because I took this leap of faith and I put so much money and energy, and I've been struggling with other things, okay? To not save money or to reduce costs of living. And also the inflation, oh my gosh, the inflation, like, my country has literally the top 3 inflation rates in Europe, and it's no. But the only thing, like, that got me today to stop crying, okay, was while I was washing my dishes, I put some Sabaton, and my favorite song there was The Unkillable Soldier, and it kind of inspired me because, like, it's about this man who went to 1,000 wars, and he had a bullet through his head, through his hand, through his eye, through his hip, and he did not quit, and he just went to war, and he was like, I enjoyed the war, and the man was literally in pieces, and he was still fighting. And I was kind of inspired by that, so I'm gonna still keep pushing, and until the last day, when my money is gonna run out, I'm gonna keep pushing, okay, till that day. But today I'm sad, because my dreams are not looking good. So it's not always just roses and honey and sunshine. It's also days like this. I don't know. I'll keep you updated because I'm not going anywhere. And YouTube, stop recommending my videos to the randomest people ever. Oh my gosh, it's like insane. I'm gonna... Anyway, see you next time. Hopefully I'm better mentally and physically and whatever else. Bye bye.